Andre Wade was just released. Uh, Come to just reminisce about some things and talk about some situations that taking place in this un, I ain't gonna say unforgivable nation, but I read some comments and I want to just speak on the fact that they was talking about the woman that went in the house and killed the man and just got 10 years. I read westerns. That's what I read. That is my one of my hobbies that I do. I read westerns, and in reading westerns, you learn about a lot of history of America and how they took over this country. And we know that the Native American was here when the white man came. And when you're reading the westerns, they speak of history and true history that you can go and look upon, and it be true. It's just it's a true thing. But they killed a lot of people, and they uphold murder here in America. A person can kill a man, kill a woman, and get 1 year, get 5 years for murder, for killing a child or raping a child, and that's what went on in that old time. They was murdering, they was raping, and they were killing. And this country was built on a lot of blood. The forefathers of this country, they had a concept, and that concept was kill everybody so nobody can tell what took place. I was reading at the time where the bandits used to kill a whole train full of people and make it look like the Indians did it, and all the time it was a white man. Well, the reason why that woman got that amount of time is because it was murder. It was murder, and they don't see that as something hideous here in America. You can kill somebody and get less of time, but you can rob something and get a life sentence. They don't uphold theft, robbery, and all that. They ain't gonna do that. They gonna give you a lot of time for that. That's why that woman got the time that she was given, because they'll kill somebody. Look at all these people getting death row, going that's on death row. There's somebody on death row that didn't even kill the person. So many people done been killed on death row in these states. They'll kill you for something small. For something small, for something that it don't even make no sense. They uphold murder here in this country. They sitting behind these desks and they talking about some things like that situation. But the courts is hiding people for theft, for robbery, for for trying to survive. You got some people that hustle for their families, and that's all they know. They get out there and they try to get it, but when they get caught and they go in these courtrooms, they ain't trying to hear the fact that you try to feed your children, or you trying to keep a roof over their head. They ain't trying to hear that. They ain't trying to hear that. They ain't got no respect for that. But they will kill you for killing something, for robbery, for put you on death row for robbery. You kill somebody in the course of robbery, they give you the death penalty. That's capital murder. Wasn't that capital murder what she did? Going in somebody's house, that's burglary. And killing somebody in that home, that wasn't hers. That wasn't her. That wasn't her home. See, if a black man would have went in there, or a Hispanic man would have went into that kind of case, they'd had capital murder placed up on them because it wasn't their home. That's burglary. If I go in your home and I don't live there without your consent, that's burglary. So she should have been charged with capital murder and given either a life sentence or the death penalty. Yeah, not 10 years. Not 10 years. The man that went out and sold dope to feed his family ain't commit no crime other than selling drugs and giving 20 years or 30 years for this drug trafficking or whatever. They should have been given lesser time. They should have been given lesser time. But we place these judgments upon the system where of what they doing. But during the course of my life and during the years that I've done, I can't judge nobody. I can't judge the fact that we all committed a crime. It's all the same. But see, in God's eye, that's sin. That's sin off the rip. And ain't no sin better than the other. You all committed sin. But in this system where they playing chess with our lives, they not right. They not right. They wrong. You see that just release? Just that just release shirt. Yeah, just that just release. But we have to continue to trust our God. Trust our God when our family members be in these situations, and we just pray. But the outcome is never gonna be what we want it to be. It's not gonna never be what we want it to be. We just have to continue to pray, people. Continue to pray for the individual that is coming up for parole. These people that's coming up for parole. These are the things we add in our prayers, because you watching Just Release for your own personal reason. Either if it is in a positive manner or a negative manner, because I see some comments on negative, speakers that watch my show or don't want to watch it. This is for you too, because you might see something in my show that you don't approve of. You might hear something that come out of my mouth that you feel I'm not speaking in the right manner of. See, this show was never based on so much of me being a great speaker. This show is based on me speaking out, because there's so many people that watch this show that been in prison. How many of you speaking out? How many of you taking the time out of the day to speak out to let somebody know what you went through? Because see, if you feel like my stories is not true, then let's hear your story. Let's hear your story. Let's hear your story. That's because this is not about outweighing one another. This is about speaking out from some of the situations you've been through. That's not a lie. My life ain't based on lies. I lie to courts. I lie to the police. I ain't got no reason to lie to you. I ain't gonna gain nothing. So when we judge these situations that take place with the woman and the man that's was given so much time for drug trafficking, anything of that nature, let's just pray that the person with the life sentence can come on and be free, can be free. Because this system, they ain't gonna never pack fair. They ain't gonna never be right. Because guess what? The forefathers of this country, they killed a lot of people to gain what they're gained today in America. They killed a lot of people. A lot of people. A lot of innocent people is dead because of the greed and the way they thought in those times. They buried a lot of innocent people behind buffalo furs, behind, pills. These people was cold-blooded, and they still cold-blooded. And we have to know that. We can't place our lives in these people's hands thinking they're going to be fair just because you was out there trying to feed your family. They not going to kill you. Doing it in the wrong way. You doing it in the wrong manner. So we're going to keep this like it's supposed to be. We're going to pray. We're going to pray for release. This is Andre Wade with Just Release. And I'll be back. I'll be back later. And I'm sorry about them Cowboys. But guess what? They still gonna fight next week. Love you all. This is Andre Wade with Just Release.